Hi, my name's Alana, and for my web design project, I will be creating a baking website. So I began my topic research by investigating the increase in baking over lockdown. Many people found a lot of time on their hands and picked up baking as a hobby. I then conducted my interview where I asked 3 people from my target audience these 6 open-ended questions. Some of my key findings from participant 1 were that they don't like ads on websites, they don't really use mainstream websites to find recipes, they have a great importance in pictures, and they prefer things that are easy to make because they don't require as much precision. My key findings from participant 2 is that they wish more websites had step-by-step imagery. They also consider titles but definitely pictures more. And they also like making things that don't require too much attention and like to make simple recipes. My key findings from participant 3 is that they also wish more websites had step-by-step imagery. They have said that titles grab attention initially, but imagery is far more important. Their website of choice is exclusively food, as it does show step-by-step imagery. I've presented the results from my interview in 3 graphs where it's been identified that 100% of people rely on images over titles, and 67% of people wish that more websites had step-by-step imagery. Based off these interviews, I've created a persona. As Alison is young and busy with work, she probably doesn't have a lot of time on her hands to spend baking, so she often leads towards easy and simple recipes to follow. Her main form of social media is to interact with family and friends or work-related needs. However, she uses her phone for these daily tasks, but when it comes to finding recipes, she prefers using her laptop. Her ideal recipe website is one that is easy to follow and easy to find recipes on. Her main frustration is ads and not being able to find the recipes that she wants as easily as she should be able to. The site and user goals have been listed below where they clearly align, where the site goals are wanting to guide people on how to bake and what to bake, and the user goals are wanting inspiration on what to bake and how to bake them. My next step was visual research. Through a familiarity versus novelty matrix, I've identified that the more unique a website is, generally the more beautiful it becomes. Through visual analysis, the key similarity between websites in my category is the fact that imagery is used as a main focus and is often accompanied with text. A key difference is that some websites include baking tips, whereas some don't. It's often the more blog-style ones that do have them, but this ultimately impacts the experience of the user. Through a competitor audit, I've identified the things that I want my website to have and the things that I'm not too fazed whether it has or not. I really need my website to have imagery as a main focus, a newsletter and a mailing list, as well as consistent branding. A search function is not really much of a need, whereas being able to create an account is not a priority at all, because once a user signs up to the mailing list, they're not really going to gain anything from creating an account as well. So to summarize my visual research, the key things that I need from my website is that it needs to be easy to use, imagery is really important, and there's a need for consistent branding. This research does help significantly as it's shown me what to do and what not to do, as it's shown me a user's point of view as I've been the one navigating through these websites. This will hopefully help me to create something that's unique and create an experience that my users will enjoy. These are the references of the websites and the images that I've used throughout this research project. Thank you for watching.